So here we have my monthly makeup basket in all of its glory. If you are newer to my channel, essentially this is an acrylic organizer, which is from Posh Organizers, that I keep on top of my vanity, and these are products that I plan to test out this month, things I want to revisit. And this is also a really great opportunity for you to tell me what products you want to see in upcoming videos. And I was also thinking about doing like a full face using my monthly makeup basket, which I mean, I kind of do the new makeup get ready with me's, which are essentially this, but let me know what you think about that. But let's go ahead and get started. So up here on the top row, it's kind of a mess filled with a bunch of stuff, but I did want to show you the items that are kind of newer additions here. I think this might have been in my last monthly makeup basket, but I did like it, so I'm going to be using it again. It is the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist, and I've really been liking spraying my face prior to foundation or after adding foundation and concealer before powder, because it just gives it a more hydrated look without making it dewy or greasy. Then I want to test this NYX Matte Finishing Spray out again. I'm traveling at the end of the month, and this is a good size for travel. I started using the, this is obviously dirty, but this is the Maybelline sponge, and I think I really like it actually. I wasn't totally sure when I first tried it, but it is quite nice. And then lastly, this is great moving into summer. It's from La Roche-Posay. It is their thermal water, and again, I might use this prior to makeup. I use it on no makeup days, spray it all over my whole body. It just feels so good and refreshing. I don't know if you can see back here, but there's something on the bottom of my monthly makeup basket. It's a lipstick that's stuck to it, I think, and every time I move it, it like smears lipstick all over my desk. Having a white vanity is just the most annoying. Anyways, here in my foundation drawer, I have the Lancôme Tente Doll foundation. So late to the bandwagon on this. I have the shades what shades are these? 410 and 425, I think. So I have to mix them together, I'm pretty sure. I've only worn them once. I wore them to the salon and they held up really nicely. Again, late on this one, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. I have it in Toasted Wheat. This is neutral, and I think it might be a smidge too neutral for me, but I do like it so far. Then from Wet n Wild, this is their Mega Cushion, and I haven't tested this out. I have a few different shades, so I just grabbed this one, which is Honey Beige. It looks like it's going to be a good match for me. I don't think that this is coming to Canadian stores, but you can get it on their website, and Wet n Wild has informed me that they are looking to make their shipping to Canada cheaper. And if you are looking for a lot of the new Wet n Wild stuff, I have seen it at Walmart, Rexall. It just depends on the location. This is from Makeup Forever. I had this a really, really long time ago, and I decluttered it because I had it for so long, but glad to have it back, so I'll be testing that out again. And for primers this month, this is kind of a primer. It's the Glam Glow Glow Starter. This is a mega illuminizing moisturizer, and it just feels really nice. Looks really glowy. This is one of the birthday gifts from Sephora this year. Then I have the mattifying primer from Hard Candy and the Guerlain Lore primer. I've used this a couple times. As you know, I really like the YSL primer that looks like this, so I'm curious to know if the Guerlain one will be just as good. On to concealing and powdering. I've got a lot of palettes coming this month for you. This is new from Makeup Forever. This is their underpaint, and this is quite interesting. It has concealers and correctors in here, but these, I'm not totally sure about the correctors, but I know that these are the same formula as their stick foundation. So I have mine in the shade, oh no, this sticker came off. I'll list it down below, but I do really, really like this so far. And then similar to, it kind of encouraged me to break this out because I love this and have been using it for quite some time. It is the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette. I have mine in medium deep. It's just kind of a perfect all-in-one little palette. I know that NYX has a similar one. I haven't tried that one, but I do love this one. If you saw my recent ColourPop video, I picked up the ColourPop concealers. Of course, they just launched new shades, which I will not be buying right away because customs is a nightmare to Canada with ColourPop, but I'll link that ColourPop haul down below. It's a haul and try on, so if you want to see the concealers in action. I know I've talked the Naked Skin concealer to death, but I do really like it and I will be using this month, so I had to put it in here. Then from Bare Minerals, this is their Bare Pro concealer. I haven't tried this yet, and I love the Bare Pro foundation and powder foundation, so I'm curious to try this. And for setting my face, I have two different powders here. This is the Kat Von D, I think it's called, what is it called? The oil. Oh, the blotting powder. This one is in the shade Deep, but it's pretty much translucent. Then I'm working on a video for Burt's Bees, so I'm continually trying out some of their new stuff. This is their mattifying powder. And then for the under eyes, I have the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Oh, I was swatching brow pencils earlier, if you're wondering. I almost never leave the house without some kind of swatch on my body. And then this is the e.l.f. Brightening Powder in the Banana shade. So this drawer looks a little bit bare, but in here I have brow and mascara and then 2 blushes. So for brows this month, the Benefit Gimme Brow is back if you were missing it, so it's back in the game. So I thought I'd give that another try, but we all know where my heart lies. It is the 24-hour brow setter. Then for brow pencil, this is actually what was swatched on my hand because I was trying to figure out if I was a light brown or dark brown. I decided to grab for dark brown. It is the Balm Furrowcious brow pencil. And I decided to visit an old favorite, which is the Essence Eyebrow Gel. I'm obsessed with this. It's an amazing pomade if you're looking for something affordable, perfect, but if you're just looking for something that's really good, this also fits that bill. For eyeliner this month, I'm going to be trying out the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner, and a lot of people rave about this, but I use this in, I think, the second look for my Violet Voss 3 Looks 1 palette, which is coming up on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. But it really was not super black and didn't do well over the eyeshadow. No, it was my first look because I had the gold, and it almost looked green over the gold, so I need to keep testing it out. For mascaras this month, back to Essence. It is the Volume Stylist. I think Essence makes amazing mascaras. Again, not only for the price, but just in general. Then I haven't played with MAC mascaras this month that much. So this is the MAC False Lashes. And then this is a launch from a few months ago from Buxom. It is their Big Tease mascara. Hard Candy has brought back their Fox in a Box, and like, she kind of looks like me, right? Super cute. This one is in the shade Girl Next Door, so I thought I would test this out. It's not really a shade that I would wear necessarily, or she would wear, but we'll see how it goes. And then this is so pretty. It's from Burt's Bees, and it's like a peachy neutral, which you know is my jam. It's in the shade Bare Peach. Moving on to highlighters and bronzer products. So from Pixi, this is one of their new collabs. It is, oh goodness, it is the Dolce Candy palette, which I think is so cool. There's so many different shades of highlighter in there. And then new from NARS, they've released a bunch of highlighters. Some of them are like new shades, some of them are older shades. This is the Port de France shade, and these have a beautiful texture. Really, really soft. I need to play with it some more, but I think it could potentially be a good one for textured skin. Cannot get enough of the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I did a recent kind of, I guess, Instagram tutorial featuring it, so I'll link it down below if you're curious to know if the deeper one will work for your skin tone. And then this I mentioned in my bronzer, I think it was my bronzer or my highlighter declutter, I'm not sure, but it's from Hourglass. It's in the shade Radiant Light Bronze, and I really have not used it because I was kind of confused by it and whatever. So I think I was trying to use it as a highlighter or a blush, and now I'm going to try and use it as a bronzer. Let's see. And from Lancôme, these are their custom highlight drops in Golden Glow. And when I wore the foundation the other day, I mixed some of that in. And then this is from e.l.f. It's fairly new to them. It is their Power Glow highlighter. I think that this is going to be potentially better for the body than the face because it is a little bit, not chunky, but it's a little bit more than I'd probably put on my face, but I do need to test it some more. And here we have my lip swatches for this month. I really thought I was grabbing some variety here, but didn't do so good. Anyways, this is from Bourjois. They make really great lip products. This is a lacquer that they came out with late last year. I think it's in the shade 5. Then from Kiss, I really like these. It's kind of like a liquid lipstick in the shade Angelic. I got this in the Sephora Give Me Some New Lip, and I forgot how much I loved it. I was going through my glosses recently, and this is one of their strobe lips in Snobby. And kind of a similar formula-ish or similar finish is the Pixi Chloe Morello lip gloss. I don't know if it's picking up how gorgeous this is, but that's kind of swatched there, and I think it'll make a great lip topper. Then the next shade in here is kind of this cool peachy nude. Again, beautiful packaging. It's from the Dior collection, their newest, which is launching very soon in the shade Nude Chill. And this formula is really great. So easy to wear, and it just looks so incredibly luxe. Speaking of luxe, from Charlotte Tilbury, she has a new kind of trio out. So this one is in the shade Duchess. It's not a shade I would normally reach for, but I think it could be really pretty and kind of fresh. Obsessed with the NARS Power Matte pigments, so I'm really glad to have a nude in them. They've released some minis, which I think is great. Sorry, my swatch is so bizarre, but this is in the shade Get It On. And then lots of like beautiful luxury lipsticks in here this month. This is from Guerlain, and I mean, Look at this packaging. Their new line of Rouge G lipsticks just launched, and you can choose like your lipstick thing, like your lipstick, and then the actual bullet as well. There's a bunch of different shades. Or sorry, not shades, what would you call them? Packages, whatever, sleeves. So this one has like polka dots, but they've got a ton of different varieties. You can, between the lipsticks and sleeves, you can combine, I think it's like 450 different combinations, and there's a mirror in there as well. So that I'm wearing, I have the shade number 3, which is this one right here. And I thought I'd break out an oldie but a goodie. Remember the Maybelline Creamy Mattes? This is in Craving Coral, which is so gorgeous. And then lastly, this isn't swatched because it has no color, but it's new from the Body Shop. And this one is in the Kiwi, Kale, and Watermelon scent. They have some that are kind of tinted, and then this one is clear, but oh, whoa, the smell on this, it is so juicy, so delicious. Kind of similar to like an EOS formula where it's like not super glossy but still kind of hydrating, a little more matte, makes a really nice base, or it's just like such a good little purse item. So this won't be staying in my basket, probably it's gonna go back in my bag, but I wanted to give it a little shout out. So down here is kind of palette mania. Oh, there it is. Can you see it back there? Look at all that. I gotta clean that up. Oh my god. Anyways, so I've got a bunch of palettes in here. The Urban Decay Backtalk, I did an Instagram tutorial with this if you're curious to see it in action. I really like it. I gotta be careful here because, oh god, oh, upside down. One of the shades is broken here, but I really do like it. If you're into these kind of shades and you travel, or you're just looking for convenience, whatever it may be, I think it's a really nice palette so far. Some of the shades are a little bit cooler toned, like this kind of shade I wouldn't necessarily reach for, but like all of this I think is really pretty. Then from NARS, I am so excited about this palette. I think that the shades in here are just so incredibly gorgeous. This one is in Wanted 2, and this is just right up my alley, like that, and that. Ooh, I cannot wait to get that on my face. From Benefit, you may have noticed they launched a new blush recently, which is their Gold Rush blush, but they also have a limited edition blush bar that includes the Gold Rush along with some of their other fan favorites. So I'm gonna give this a try. I haven't actually worn Gold Rush yet. I just swatched it. I have tried California and really like it, and I have tried Hoola, and I always assumed that Hoola was not for my skin tone, but it actually is. I've never tried Rockateur, and I've never tried Dandelion. I thought Dandelion was a lot lighter, but I think that this could actually be a really nice kind of flush on the cheeks, so stay tuned. And then I only have really one eye palette in here, I guess, minus the Backtalk, but this is the Juvia's Place Nubian palette, and oh no, I have another one, I lied. And I bought 2 palettes from Juvia's Place and a blush palette, and I don't think I got dinged with customs either time. I can't remember. Or did someone buy this, did Shell buy this for me at IMATS? I can't remember. I know I've placed an order for the blush palette from Juvia's Place, and I paid a little bit more for shipping, but I didn't pay customs. Anyways, I want to use this because I bought a bunch of stuff and then didn't use it. I also want to use this guy. It is the Not a Basic Peach from Wet n Wild. This is like their newer collection. For nail polish in here, I have, this is from the newest Dior collection. It is in the shade Splash, and we know I love a blue polish. These are those kiss nails, and I've been wearing these for 2 weeks now. Some of them are pressed on, some of them are glue on. You'll see it in an upcoming vlog. I've had to re-glue a few of them over the past 2 weeks, but I really like them. It's very unlike me to not wear nail polish for 2 weeks. Actually, it's been like a whole month because I was wearing another set before this. And then this is from Essie's new collection, and it's in Passport to Sale. I really like these kind of like creamy gray shades. And then for perfume this month, this is new from Guerlain. The bottle is just absolutely stunning, and I'm appreciating how all of the perfumes that are coming out lately are all in like this blush tone because they look really good together. Because like half the fun of perfume is like having a pretty collection, or at least the way one of them looks on your vanity. So this is ever so pleasing, and this is the Mont Guerlain, which is really beautiful. So yeah, there you have it. That is everything that is on the docket this month to be put on my face. Let me know what you're excited about, what you want to know more about, and as always, everything will be listed in the description. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What an awkward wave. Bye.